cool, you can sail that sea.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. His kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
7. Colts, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Zone 49.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 51 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 31. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Williams. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City.
The first carry down. This is Williams. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Marquez on to punt.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
20. The give to Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
1st and 10, Taylor now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
20.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton in heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10. At the
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now a carry for Edwards alone. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They fake the give. Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Does doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Hardman. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 30-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Newton on first down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Gets around him. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
On the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Play action. It's Newton. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Twisting away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mahomes now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Thornhill.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On 1st down, Taylor. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Taylor, the
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving forward.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 31. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Foster. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
16.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Newton to throw. They'll get this complete to Batson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Newton escaping the pressure right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 37. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
For the extra
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here's Nicole Hardman. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Back to throw, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And we've got a timeout.
Stop short of
9 seconds remaining. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, third and goal. They'll try to go in to Sherman, the fullback. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
at the 1-yard line.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Today's final score.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business.